take, my soul to take, my soul to take.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. With Greg Anthony and Clark Hillo, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the side. Line as well. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met. They've got some momentum coming into this one. They like to break free of this 1-1 even series tie.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Dallas, Nowitzki is out there with Matthews. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Charlie Villanueva, and it's Williams at the one. And again, no good by Golden State. It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Dallas with the ball. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Here's Nowitzki. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Now here's Curry. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. And it's Nowitzki penetrating. The shot is off. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. The kick out to Williams. And here's Matthews for the three. Can't get it to go. Curry with the defensive effort. Inside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. It goes on Chandler Parsons. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
A rim rocker.
For a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Here's Iguodala. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Here is Livingston. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. He dishes it to Spates. On the wing, it's Iguodala. He's covered by Matthews. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Villanueva with the steal. Nowitzki for three. The Warriors pull it in. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. Green dishes to Spates. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Here's Nowitzki. From down in the low post, it goes. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Iguodala outside. He knocks it down right at the buzzer. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Nowitzki. Deron Williams out there with Chandler Parsons. And it's Matthews. And it's Villanueva in the center position. 6 on the shot clock. High post shot. Out to Thompson. To the left wing. It's Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
It's deflected. Parsons outside. Nowitzki outside. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Kerr. Williams kicks to Nowitzki. Again, the miss by Nowitzki. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Rush. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty. I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
It's stolen by Bogut. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Villanueva pass to Williams. Nowitzki for 3. Nowitzki can't get that one to fall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Now here's Curry. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Rush. Bogut trying to get open. Three-pointer. And Steph Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Thompson comes with the double team. And it's sent back by Bogut.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
To end the run, Matthews into the lane. Can't capitalize inside. Left side Curry. Pulls up on the wing. And there the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Brandon Rush hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. Tops in scoring. First in assists. And they're also #1 in three-point shooting. This is a team that loves to cast up shots from behind the arc.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Klay Thompson. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And stolen by Darren Williams. And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Wesley Matthews.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Livingston. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. .58 seconds left to play here in the half. Down low. Villanueva with the steal. Nowitzki kicks to Parsons. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Williams. Following the score by Golden State. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Nowitzki.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now here's Spates. Off on the layup.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Kicks it out to Parsons. Outside Matthews. And the lead is down inside single digits. Matthews has got 9. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that concludes the first half. Warriors lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Now the third quarter about to get going. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Barnes in the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Nice shot by Bogut. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their 3-point shooting this past month. The Warriors, 4th.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
For Dallas, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That one is no good. Warriors leading by 9. Curry outside. To the wing right side. Second half of basketball, just over a minute play so far.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Nowitzki dishes to Parsons. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Draymond Green. Outside Curry. And he gets it to go. Curry's got 14 points. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Mavericks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And guys, more and more, you know, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of tear men along the baselines in half.